quick cut there, just to divide the videos. I know I could probably just record these all at once and then like chop them up after, but what can you do? I should probably actually throw curses around. Pretend like I'm doing something while my skeletons do all the work. In all seriousness, active curse casting is probably pretty important. Amplify damage, pretty much. I think it actually does just flat up double damage, right? You take 100% extra physical, something like that. So it can really speed things up. Most of the time, with all these curses, you don't usually put more than 1 point into it, because usually all that scales is the radius and the duration, which most people argue, probably rightfully so, that if you really want it to get to more people and last longer, you could also just cast it again. So why bother putting points into a thing that the effect doesn't actually change, just the duration and reach? So, which is probably correct, so I'm going to follow a similar idea. So really, while you do get a lot of skills on this type of summoner, this type of necromancer, you're really only putting your bulk of your points in 2 main skills. So, did we get lucky on burial grounds? Yes, we did.
Too many empty graves.
So, let's circle around here. Did I get all my prep skills? I did. Probably not going to hold on to any points, just because there's no real rush to get Corpse Explosion right away, because I'm probably not going to be casting it immediately. Because it's pretty mana intensive, as far as I recall. It's what, 15? Yeah. Which I could cast all of 2. So I'm not going to sweat it. So I'll just probably pick up the skills as they come. Same with, like, what's the one after Weaken? I don't necessarily need that right away, so I'll just level it up when it comes to it. So, time to do a bit of an undead fight here. If my skeleton will come in. There we go. My wand is breaking. So my skeletons are going to want to kill all the zombies. And then we want to get on Blood Raven. Amp damage is magical. Yeah, figure of speech, that is. It's actually improving physical, but you know what I mean. Unfortunately, Blood Raven is really dodgy. So she is not going to walk away, or not going to stand still. So that is Blood Raven. We get our Merc. We get Decker King quest. I am going to
Rest well.
hold on to that. And I'm gonna go clear out the crypt and mausoleum, just because otherwise this would be a pretty short video, and it's good to get a bit of starter loot and whatnot.
What can I do for you?
Going to repair my wand and head down. So these zones are usually good for a bit of XP and equipment, or at the very least some gold to then go buy some equipment. Also can get a few levels on our merc. Probably not going to kick every single barrel, but we shall see. You can see how powerful just amp damage is by how we are only hitting for 2 to 5, yet we hit that guy for like half his health. And throw that over here. There's always a magic chest and at least one boss mob in each of these places. Oh, that is lightning enchanted. Let our mercs or our summons handle it. If they don't die, of course. There we go. Like, whoop. That was a misclick. So, all of our stats are at 25 now. Get my third skeleton. And then probably pick up Clay Golem at 6 here. Who we're not going to put many points into. I mean, really, we're only going to put 1 point into him and Golem Mastery, but he, either with plus skills or just honestly, the base Clay Golem is actually relatively tanky, especially once you get his Mastery for it. He doesn't need too much to be at least a resummonable meat shield, which is what most of the low point summons are. Like our Shadow Warrior, Shadow Master in the Assassin playthrough. I don't think she ever was more than level 1. Yet she worked throughout all of normal. This is worth more than this. And hey, another boss pack. Another lightning enchanted boss pack as well. Hooray. Luckily our skeletons stand directly in the way to soak damage. And that should be good for here. I'm gonna probably go back to town and then go through the next one. Trying to decide if I should go to Charcy or go to Kara. Kara actually has gear we care about as well this playthrough, so. One thing I don't do enough of is drink stamina potions. Although I just tend to not find I need to run that much. So one thing I'm going to have to actually pay attention to is just checking wands. I'll probably mostly do that off camera, because there's usually a ton and it's just looking for the right amount of plus to skills and whatnot. We already have a bit of resistance, which is nice. Let's just run all the way down here. We'll probably hit 6 would be my guess from going in here, just because there's at least 1 to 2 boss packs, I would say. And you can see how much XP we get. Ready for us. Oh. Probably want to be careful running in. There's the super unique for the area, pretty sure. An amulet. I don't know if I've been checking for bows. We should get one on our mark as soon as possible. Just any, essentially, to start boosting our damage. So yeah, like I said, despite not putting points into many things, as far as point dedication, we will end up juggling a few skills. Summon skeletons, all of our summons, I guess, so including Golem, probably like 1 or 2 mages, and then curses, then corpse explosion. So you can dedicate a bit more to just summoning and just stand around, but honestly, curses should probably almost always be involved in your even just level 1 amp damage on a pure skeleton or pure summon necromancer. Holy shit! Why am I having issues with that easy words? While corpse explosion is arguably one of the better skills in general to use on a necromancer. So should probably just be using all of them. Pray for light radius. The best. I like picking up throwing knives just because they give good slot for money ratio, I guess. So I'm gonna run to Stony Fields and then probably just start the next video there. We'll probably get to 6 on the way there. And when I stop playing for a bit, I'll probably sit down and think about what point distribution I want. Not gonna go in the cave. And we're greeted by a boss pack. Oops. And Arcana shoes right over there. Lovely. A lot of guys to cut through here. Golem here. Whoops. I keep screwing up my hotkeys. Hopefully our Merc doesn't randomly die to Raikanishu as she's usually destined to. Seems she has avoided it. So, I'll pause here. and I'll probably come back with a bit more decisiveness on whether or not I want to go for what my stats are going to end up being, I should say. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.